Hello, sixth graders. This is Mrs. Hillman. I am hopefully going to take just a few moments of your time today to talk to you about scheduling your elective classes for your last year as students at Chardon Middle School, the big bad seventh grade year. Hopefully, you're excited about being the leaders of the school next year, about being the oldest. And we are going to take that excitement into scheduling. Okay, so just a quick glance at your overall schedule. Seventh grade, as far as your day to day bell schedule is concerned, is very similar to sixth grade. Things to note: seventh grade, still on teams. There are two different teams splitting up the students in seventh grade. So, all of your core teachers, that means math, science, ELA, or social studies, will all be shared on the same team of teachers and students. Um, Very similarly, your elective classes, or we also call them specials, those are not teamed classes. So you'll be able to see students from both teams in those specials classes. Again, just like this year, you'll start your day in advisory, and the advisory teacher that you have will also be the same teacher you have for your first core class. And finally, lunch and recess, just like this year. I know you guessed it. They are by teams. So one team will eat lunch while the other team's at recess, and then you'll switch. Okay? So that's just kind of an overall view for your seventh grade school year as far as your day to day schedule is concerned. Let's get into what we're talking about today, and that is signing up for your specials or electives classes. So, just like you guys all had PE this year, the requirement for seventh graders is that everyone will have a health class next year. The health class is just one semester, and you will be able to choose three of these other semester classes in order to make four total semester classes. If you choose band or choir, those are full year classes. So you would be able to choose one additional semester class. I'll talk more about that in just a minute. A couple things that I want to note for your information for specials scheduling. Just like this year, a lot of students like to take art classes, which is great. It's why we offer two of them. But we ask that when you sign up for classes, if you want an art class, you only sign up for one art class. If both art classes interest you, put whichever one you really, really want down for your choice, and then you can put the other art class in your alternate. Okay. We just want students to be able to take art classes if they want an art class. And so we want to be able to offer as many students an art class as possible. Also, we have kind of exciting information. Next year, for the first time, if you would like to take band and choir, you can take both now. Just a heads up, if you sign up for both band and choir, you will have band all year long, and then choir will be one semester. Okay. This is only true if you take band and choir, if you take both of them. If you just sign up for choir, it will be a full year class, just like normal. The reason we're doing that is because we've heard from some students that they are really interested in taking both band and choir. Maybe they're very musical, they have a really hard time choosing between both. So we worked with Mr. Strife and Mr. Vallada, and we decided that if you really want to take both, we're going to make sure that can happen. We're going to cut your choir class down to just a half year, and then that way you still have the opportunity to take your health class. Okay, so that's exciting information. It's something that's never happened before. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. I am going to link, if you see all of these classes in here, they have hyperlinks. They're is a lot of information that your teachers have put together on slides for you so that when you click on it, it will bring up a slide of all the information about that particular class. So maybe you've taken band this year, you're not really sure if you want to take it next year. The teachers have actually put together slides of like, why stay in band? They also, and choir is the same way. They have information about what to look forward to if you continue on in band or choir for the high school, things to look forward to. Um, Art, I'm looking at art 2-dimensional, art 3-dimensional. I might be asking myself, what's the difference between these two art classes? So I'll have you click on those hyperlinks on your own time. This is going to be in Google Classroom if you're not already watching it in there. And the teachers have tons of great information, a lot of visuals for you so that you really know more about the classes you have to take for next year. And hopefully that will help you choose which classes interest you the most. One quick thing I want to add. This is not my first time giving this presentation. And something that I have found is that a lot of students will sign up for their elective classes based on what their friends are taking. And I totally get that. I want to be in classes with my friends too. I absolutely understand that. The issue with that is sometimes during the year, you are in the class and you decide maybe this class doesn't interest you, or maybe it's not a strength of yours. And so then you'll say, Mrs. Hillman, can I please change my class? And I'll say, no, I'm so sorry, but our our class choosing time is over. Um, so I want to make sure that you're really thinking through what classes interest you. Where are your strengths? What's maybe something new you want to learn? And truly sign up for those classes. There is no guarantee if you and a friend are both wanting to take art 3D that you'll be in the same art 3D class anyway. So at least you'll make sure that no matter who's in your class, you're interested in that particular class anyway. And then one last thing to think about is I want you to think ahead. So seventh grade year is exciting. You're the leaders of the school. This is your last year in Chardon Middle School, but it's also the year before you go to the high school where you have even more options of classes to take. So think through maybe what you want to take in the future, or maybe what careers you're leaning towards, or what interests you have, or things that you want to experience now that you may not to later. And think through what specials classes would help get you to those goals. Maybe if you want to do something with computers as a job, I'm looking at you, all of you video gamers that want to make video games as a career. Taking a computer class may be a really good idea because you're learning so much more about technology, and that will really help you in the future. Maybe you want to be a high school athlete, or you are an athlete and you want to really have time in your day to get some physical activity in, to be competitive. Maybe taking PE is a good idea. Um, for those of you who will be interested in taking a foreign language in eighth grade or ninth grade, like Spanish or French, I strongly encourage you to consider world languages. This is a great time to experience what French and Spanish languages are before taking it as a high school credit. And maybe that will help you know what class you want to take as you get into the high school. So these are all some things to think about as you choose your specials classes for next year. Okay, now let's talk about your scheduling form. After you're done watching this video in your classroom, your teachers are going to pass out this scheduling request form. This form is really just a tool for you and your parents to use to decide on your classes. I will be coming into your class on Thursday, April 21st. Actually, that's not true. I'm not coming into your class, but I will be in a Google Meet with all of your classes to do your scheduling in Infinite Campus on Thursday, April 21st. But this form is a tool just to help you decide what classes you want to take, to help you think through all of your options, to talk to your parents about what they might want for you as well. So that when we schedule on Thursday, April 21st, you already have all of your information down. You don't need to think through it. All of these um, decisions should already be made. So, just in case you are a little confused about how many different classes to choose, I have it more cut and more clear on this particular form. So, on the left hand side, you'll see if you do not plan to do band or choir, you can choose 3 of these classes. Okay, 3 of these classes. If you do want to do band and choir, you can choose one in each box. I did not put it on here, but like I said before, you can take band and choir. If you choose band and choir, you're going to circle band over here and choir over here, and then choose 0 classes on this side because you'll have your health class already. I don't think there will be a ton of students that choose band and choir, but if I see that you've chosen band and choir, I'll know how to schedule you. So just circle both of those. I do apologize. I didn't change that on our form for this year. So again, no band and choir. You're going to choose 3 of these different classes. If you choose band or choir, you're going to choose one from each box. If you want band and choir, you're going to just circle band and choir right here. Something that's very important to note. Please choose one alternate class from the list above. This is important because sometimes there are a lot of students that want the same class. And as hard as we try, we just are not able to get all of the students in that class. And so we need to know, okay, what is a backup option? If you don't get the STEM class you wanted, or if you don't get the PE class you wanted, what's the next best choice? You need to fill that in here, okay, where this line is. If you do not fill that in, that doesn't mean you'll get the classes you wanted. That just means if the class is full, I get to choose for you. And I might not know the class that you really want. And so I'll just have to guess the best that I can. So this really helps me to know the classes that you would like. Okay, if you have any particular questions about this request form, please email me, swing by my office to see me, have a parent call me, whatever works for you works for me. Just note that this form is due on Thursday, April 21st, because we will be doing our scheduling in Infinite Campus on that day. And I want to make sure you have all of your choices decided and that you're not deciding in that moment on that day. I have rambled on enough, and so I'm going to wrap this up. Just to recap, upcoming information. You're receiving your scheduling forms today during advisory. This particular scheduling video is going to be posted to our CMS website. It'll be emailed out to parents, and it will be in our Google Classroom for you to watch and rewatch with your parents, as well as interact with, so that you can click on all the different classes and see the Google slides that the teachers put in there so that you can learn more about each class. Forms are due on Thursday, April 21st. You will turn them into your advisory teacher and they'll hold on to them until you need them. And then I will be in a Google Meet with all of your teachers on Thursday, April 21st during your advisory class, and we will be putting our scheduling requests in Infinite Campus. Please, please, please make sure you know how to log into your Infinite Campus before April 21st. This should be something you're doing on a regular basis, so hopefully that is not an issue. Okay, thank you so much for listening and paying attention for this whole time that I talked. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Hope you guys have a great day.